Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. I hope you're all doing really well. And welcome to the witching forecast. It is chilly. Now you all know that here in the Northern Hemisphere. It is super chilly today. And so I hope you're keeping warm. And I hope you're all okay after the storms of the weekend. I know that, well, in Glastonbury, our Christmas tree got blown across the road. It's still looking very sorry for itself. But also I know that obviously my mum, who lives up north, up in Scotland on the borders, there was a lot of issues around the storm. So I hope everyone's all good. You got some snow. We have no snow here. I wish we had some snow. We very rarely get snow in Glastonbury. I get very excited when we got snow. But yeah, good evening. Hello, hello. Hi there, Katie. Mwah. Hi, Gail. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Cloud. Hi, Adrian, Helen, New Heathen, Jane, and beyond. Hello, Simeon. Hello, everyone. Just welcome this evening. I hope you're doing really, really well. And I'm having a big bit of coffee. I've got Gail is having a snowstorm right now. I bet you are. I mean, we have pathetic weather compared to you, I think. But yeah. And Dinky Whippet. We'll be doing more totem videos. Ahila told me I have an armadillo around me. Thanks for your videos. I will when I have time. This is the thing. People have been complaining, well, you want those videos? I'm like, yes, they're all in here. I just don't often have time to do them because I've got, so yeah, it will be a thing that I'm going to try and add into my schedule to get more videos created. I really would like to. It's just been a matter of time. I'm studying an MA at the moment as well as working. And but I will very much try and get some more videos that are pre-recorded up on the channel as well. Hi there, Visible. Hi there, Miriam. Hi, Diana. Diana. Right, let's have a look. We are in the last week of November. Crikey O'Reilly. It's Sagittarius seasons. Happy birthday to all you Sagittarians. I hope you're all doing well. I had a nice week. So yeah, we're in Sagittarius season. When I put the date up for this week's live, I was like 29th of November to December. Oh my gosh. So almost in December. Yes, I didn't see you on Saturday. I think you said you were in Glastonbury. I didn't see you. Yeah, it was pretty sad, and it's still on the floor now. I mean, I know that's, people have been going through a lot worse. But yeah, it's a bit sad to see a Christmas tree being destroyed by the wind. Anyway. December. Whew. So we are hurtling towards Yule. We're hurtling towards the solstice, the longest night and the shortest day. So with that in mind, and the bright joy of Sagittarius season, always bright and full of lights, which cards would you like me to use? The usual suspects are really here. Wildwood, Everyday, Witch, Forest of Enchantment, Tattoo Tarot, Tarot of the She. Yeah, I've got those ones here. So do feel free to put your favourite one up in the comments. Again, it's Wildwood Tarot, Everyday Witch Tarot, Forest of Enchantment, or Tattoo Tarot. If you have a favourite, I was feeling visible. I was feeling Wildwood as well. Yeah. Forest. Oh yeah, they're both kind of similar. Oh, you're all asking for different ones. Yeah, I was definitely thinking of foresty ones, or either the Wildwood or the Forest of Enchantment, maybe, because it feels that kind of that kind of seasonal. Okay, so I've got for the Wildwood. Let's go for the Wildwood. And then we use the Forest of Enchantment soon as well. Hello, everyone that's just joined. Okie dokie. So let's get rocking and rolling. It's Nazir's best. I love Nazir. I love Robin of Sherwood. Yes. I just announced today as well that on the 16th of December, I'm going to try and make it live on YouTube as well, but currently it's just on Facebook, but I'm going to try and do it live on YouTube as well. I'm going to be doing a live Yule performance, a live Yule concert from my living room, where there's going to be my witchy pagan songs, some stories about the gods, and we can all drink some mulled wine and mead together. So it's free. The information is on Facebook, but I'll try and put it up on different platforms too. My plan is to stream live on YouTube as well as on Facebook, but currently it's a Facebook live for the 16th of December, which is a Thursday, I think. Yeah. And by 8 p.m. UK time, we're going to have a Yule-inspired evening of music and stories. So I hope, if you're around on that evening, do come and join in. Right. And now let us get rocking with the cards for the week. Brilliant. Yay. Let's have a look. We can get cobweb on the ukulele. You probably won't. I have my doubts about that. Anyway, right, for this week. So 29th of November through to the 5th of December, you'll have been able to eat 5 or even 6 Advent chockies by the time we do another witching forecast. Let's have a look at what the energy is for this week. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to pull another one. I'll show you in a minute. Oh, sound like an old lady. Oh, I'll say. Here we go. So I did 3. The first one that came out was a 2 of challenges, which is a 2 of pentacles traditionally. And you've got these 2 hairs that are, it is heralding the spring, which is very much not this time of year, but it is the duality and maybe needing to push for something new and having the challenge to push for something new. In the 2 of Pentacles, traditionally, it is about change. It is about, and in this one as well, you've kind of got that sense of the joy of that kind of hustle and bustle, but knowing that things have got to settle at some point. But there could be 2 things in your life or even 2 parts of your mind that are having a bit of a battle at the moment. Do I do that? Do I do that? There could be this sense of almost in your life, it could be a very physical, practical thing that you're being pulled in 2 different directions, or that around you there isn't that calmness that you might like. So it is maybe about that, but again, do you think it could be a part of your mind as well about moving forward and the resistance we feel sometimes about moving forward, that it can be quite a challenge. So, when we want to do something different, let's say, for example, a exercise routine or something like that, the amount of resistance we have, even though we want to move forward, the resistance we have going, no, stay down there, no, you can't, you don't want to do that. And then if you do it, if you push forward, you'll feel better, but there's a lot of resistance. Maybe you're wanting to start something new, a new project, a new hobby, a new company, a new lifestyle, and you're like, I really want to do this, and there's a part of you going, no, you don't. Why make the change? There's an inevitable change with the 2 of stones, the 2 of pentacles. So it can be the fact that the change is that you get beaten into submission and you stay in the past, or you take that step, you push back and you say, no, I'm going to start this new way forward. I'm going to start this new routine. I'm going to start this new plan that I had. I'm going to change up a few things in my life. So that's my intuitive take on what this card is at the moment, but it could be something different for you. You could feel that you're overwhelmed by the people scrapping. There could be that tension in the air. But either way, it is a sense of change. What do they say on the workout videos? Challenge creates change. And this is a challenge that will create change for you if you accept it. If you go, you know what? No, I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to push myself forward. You will get the inspiration this week from the Ace of, we got what's called the Ace of Arrows in this deck is the Ace of Swords traditionally. We had this last week, I think. The Ace of Swords was the card for last week, if I remember correctly. So the Ace of Arrows, and then I do think I was gabbling on about the Uffington horse. So yeah, I do remember that the eye of the Uffington horse is a power spot and a half, and the eye of the tiger, the focus, the intention. You can really put those ideas out there this week. So get past your own resistance or other people's resistance. The people could be telling you can't do that. Get back in your place. You can. Focus on your intentions. Focus on your ideals. There's a sense here of, if you want something, you may have to push for it, you may have to fight for it, but you have all the support of the universe around you if you do. This is all about a big focused intent being fired out there into the world. So speak your truth. No one can know about the business you want to start, the change you want to make, the date you want to go on if you don't tell anybody. So communicate the things that you need. And then finally, we have the King of Stones, Wolfie Woo. He's not called Wolfie Woo on the card, but we call him Wolfie Woo. So we all have a big howl. Ow! Howling at the moon. The King of Stones. There's stones here. We've got stones and stones. It's earth, baby. So this is grounding AF. Just ground. Just be especially when we're in our heads a lot of the time, we get very disconnected from the earth, from the seasons, from where we are. As we're going into this winter, it's really good to be connected to who you are, to the land that you love, to your routine, to the cycles of the moon. I think for me, this is about being strong and present in the world, in the land. The wolf is the leader of the pack here. He's calling out to the night, so he's got his own pack that are coming to him. This could be you that's saying, okay, if I do this, if I kind of get through this tussle, whether it's internal tussle or external tussle, I speak my truth, I get those ideas out there, and then I will express this to the world. I will take my place, I will get grounded, I will tune into my soul and make sure that I'm voicing from that powerful place. Only good can come of it. Only strength can come of it. And the king is the king. This is strength. This is determination. It's an earth sign energy. Traditionally, this card is related to Taurus. And Taurus is very sensual, very powerful, very stable energy. So you can really claim your place this week. If it might start off tussly-wussly, but you can actually end up very strong and claiming your place by speaking your truth, following your ideas. And it is, even though I'm saying earthy, it's very in tune with your soul path as well. So there's a lot going on here as well. And we can have a good old howl at the moon maybe as well. But I think with that one, the sense here is that when we're in the nighttime, we are kind of different to how we are in the daytime, and there's a true part of us that comes out. So really trust that side of you, that when you're alone, that really speaks, because that could be a really powerful thing. And yeah, Katie says that our band is called Werewolves of London. I think this is definitely a sign. I think, Katie, this is for you. It's definitely a sign. Everyone check out Katie's music. She's absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is calling out your soul path, speaking your truth and being really aligned. So powerful energy. Traditionally it's all about strength, stability, but this card makes it a little bit different. Of course, it's about strength, but it's about real power and in being in tune and in line with the cycles of the earth and with your soul. So let's see what you guys are saying. So Katie's also said up here, there's definitely a tussle between getting this album finished and cracking with other art projects. Is a conversation in my head every day. Yes, I totally get that. And this card is that which one is winning in the fight, which is the path that we're going to follow. Let's have a look what you guys are saying. And Isabel says, I pulled 2 of Swords twice recently. It feels a very similar vibe. Yes. No calm indeed for Miriam. I have resisting moving, and last night the flat I'm adjoined to caught on fire. Oh my gosh, so that flat filled with smoke and had to evacuate. Crikey on a bikey. I hope you're okay, lovely. But isn't it true that we're going to get that resistance and you get a big kick from the universe? And Dolly Davies is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, definitely. These are lovely cards. So yeah, an interesting week. And I think those cards always, I guess if we're divided, like we don't go for it. It's quite fun to be in this. But this is where the power resides. So make a decision this week on what you want to focus on, what you want to do, and maybe work on connecting to how you can get those ideas out there. And by the end of the week, this is strength. This is real strength. Okay, hello, the Lucian as well. Yeah, wolf following your instincts, absolutely. Lots of truth coming out completely. Right then, let's have a cup of coffee. Let's have a think. Next is, I bought some different cards with me actually this evening for the Oracle. So we've got the Dragon Wisdom, and we've also got these rune cards, which I've had for absolutely years. They are Anglo-Saxon rune cards. They're really lovely. I got them from the British Museum forever ago. It's definitely a story about the right time, because I bought them and I was like, and I left them and I didn't look at them. I didn't really get them out very often. So that when it came to time that I wanted to open them and work with them, they wouldn't open. I could not open this cardboard box for love nor money. It was almost sealed shut. And I was just like, and it took me a lot of attempts, and maybe even not on the first time as well, to open this cardboard box. And it was because I hadn't been I hadn't been paying attention to it. I'd ignored it maybe. And so they were like, well, we're not opening. Off you go. And since I opened it and started working with the runes, now it opens without a problem. So yeah, let's pull one of these. They're quite fascinating. They're really, really fascinating cards. The Anglo-Saxon runes are different to the runes of what are more the traditional runes that are used for divination are the Elder Futhark. So these are different, and I'm not as au fait with them as I am the Elder Futhark. But let's have a go because they're just lovely and very beautiful. So let's have a look. Oh, I love it. I know this is all good though. I'm getting this so much at the moment, and Soelo, the sun. This is a really powerful message, I think, around Samhain for me, when it just almost like, anyway, but the sun coming out and bringing brightness as we go into this darkest part of the year. That doesn't mean the sun cannot shine. It doesn't mean that our inner light cannot shine. It doesn't mean there's not goodness and joy and goodwill around us. And I think as times get increasingly strange, just remembering that purity of hope and of light. Soelo is a really good rune to work with if you're feeling down, if you're feeling low, if you're feeling stuck. I mean, it brings joy. You can equate it to the sun card of the tarot, in that way. So the sun, it brings a positive. These guys are on the sea, and the sun breaks the clouds away, so they're able to move forward. It is the rays of the sun shining its light upon you this week. So the light of the sun, and I love the shape of it. It's just calming down, a bit like lightning, but it's a gentler energy than lightning, I find. Unless that lightning bolt is that energy of piercing of the crap and bringing the sunlight, the energy, the messages of the sun down. This is bringing the light, which I definitely think is super important as we go into this darkest part of the year. What I'm going to do is I'm trying to find the rune poem in here to read, because it's really interesting, because you've got the Anglo-Saxon rune poem coming in. It might take me a second, so I do apologize. Here we go. See what it says in the book. Okay. Sun, this is the translation of the Anglo-Saxon rune poem. Sun ever proves a joy to seamen when they cross the fish-bathed sea, till the brine steed brings them to land. Sun brings a fair journey and good fortune. Its bright light chases away fear and warms the sea and earth. So who needs that right now? Oh, we all do. So it's a good luck opportunity, positive, bright way, blessing your path, blessing your journey at this time. And if you're struggling to see the light at the moment, then really connect with this symbol of Soelo. The great thing about the runes is they're super simple but super effective, really deep and powerful magic and symbology go with them. So there we go. I'm glad that I brought these cards out. And Debbie's saying, defo need the light. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely, completely. And one of the dragon cards wants to come out as well. They've all just been hiding in my kitchen. So they're like, now I've brought them out, they want to come through. And Rachel says, definitely need this right now. SAD has been a nightmare, especially absolutely. I was just looking out the window just now, and it's just so dark, isn't it? Oh, you said I was going to use the Brian Froud deck today. You know what? I do apologize. Where is it? Okay, I will use the Brian Froud deck as well. I'll pull a fairy card for result. We're having about 3 oracle cards now, so I don't want to break a fairy promise. I did say that last week, didn't I? So dragons, they've been promised it too. So thank you for reminding me, Diane, that I'd forgotten I'd promised to use the fairy deck this week. It is just there. I will just get it in just a second. I'll put it off to next week, but I won't, because I don't want to upset the fairies. That would not be good. So dragon cards, we've got loads today to get our teeth into. Soelo, beautiful sun energy, and companions. I love this. Just even right now, you're connected with people that are like-minded and on the same path as you. You are not isolated. You're not on your own. And the dragon's energy is in the land. It's in the sacred ancient places, and it's wherever you want. If you want to connect with your guides, your animal guide, your spirit guides, your dragon guides, the goddesses, they're all there. It makes you think about the end of Labyrinth. You know the film? I love Labyrinth. When they go, if you should need us. And then Sarah says, yes, I do need you. And they all come out and they all party. This is my vision with this. So if you're feeling down or low or stuck, just call upon those guides, those connections that you have, and they will be there to support you. Also, in a practical way, call upon other people as well. There are people that do want to connect with you. They do want to help you, and they do want to bring that strong energy of support. So don't keep it all in. Communicate and connect. Okay, I can just see. We could do, couldn't we? Oh my gosh, should we go a bit crazy this week? I'm not sure. We could use the Brian Froud deck instead of the tarot. We'll have a look. I'll go and have a look. I'll go and grab it. It's just behind me. It's just over here. Here we go. We could do. Okay. We'll see. How do we feel about that? Well, we'll do. I think maybe we'll do that another time. We might have a different kind of energy for that. Okay. For the fairies, this is for everybody this week. What do the fairies want to say? I can never pronounce. Okay. Interesting. So it's called Arval Parrot. Look at him, he's pointing at his throat chakra. I just adore Brian Froud's art. I adore his work. His connection to the other world is sublime. And this lovely fairy pointing to the throat chakra is 110% aligning with what we were saying at the beginning of this live about communicating your truth. And just knowing your truth, digesting it. He's pointing at the throat chakra, and he's sort of saying, where is this blocked? Our creativity, our connection to spirit, everything. It all can be aligned to serve our highest good. There could even be blocks around the throat chakra. We often suffer from that because we've been brought up, we've been shut down a lot by society, by maybe parents that actually, told to be quiet, children should be seen and not heard, all that kind of thing. Gives a message that what you have to express isn't valid, isn't worth, and maybe isn't even allowed. So it can cause a lot of blocks, obviously, in later life, because this beautiful energy of the throat chakra, which is where your higher self and your heart connect here, is blocked. So he's pointing at that and saying, thinking about how you communicate to yourself, to others, maybe even meditate on clearing and working on the throat chakra this week as well. Really pouring that light into the throat and do something that's going to help you express yourself. Could be a poem, could be a song, could be a painting, but I think more talking and words would be good at the moment actually with this. So maybe something you're going to write or you're going to say. Think about things that you can actually and that you want to say, because it really does help us to kind of connect to all areas of our life if we're able to express ourselves more. So he's pointing to that and he's saying this is an issue, and maybe that we're repressed. I think when we don't express, we end up bitching or we end up suppressing it and depressed. So it's a really healing energy from him. And interesting energy as well, the thief. So what is stealing our time, our energy, our days, our precious? Is it things that can look pretty on the outside sometimes leave us empty in other ways. So we all possibly can be guilty of doing distracting things to avoid dealing with what's going on inside. And this energy is really looking at something that can be quite tempting, can be taking a lot of our time and energy. So really be aware of that. The more we're aware of what we feel, what we say, the easier it can be to spot those people, those characters that could take advantage of us. Woo! Woohoo! We love Brian. Love you, Brian and Wendy. The pair of you are amazing. Maybe another week. I think I'd do it a bit differently if I was doing. We could do a fairy reading special. I think we could do that another week. I think that'd be nice. I think that would be nice. We used to be a bit different. So let's have a look. My old interview with him is love. Thank you. That was quite a while ago, wasn't it? That was just really nice. He's often at the fairy events in Glastonbury as well. So he's a very interesting man. Okay, let's get rocking and rolling with Okay, we've got Sagittarius first. Let's get rocking and rolling with this. We've had a lot of a nice detour, but hey, it's Sagittarius time. It's time of excess. Let's bring lots of cards in. Okay, right. Yeah, I think I do something a bit differently. If I do a fairy reading session, we might do it a little bit, have a think. Do something fairy magic-y with that. Right, let's get on this. Let's get on with this for Sagittarius this week. Again, as always, check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. This is for our Saggy team this week. Oh, who said 2 of Swords earlier? Was it Isabel? Yeah, 2 of Arrows. So, Sagittarius, as we go into your sign, as we are in it, I think you're going to really weigh up what's important to you. I'm being drawn back to that card from the fairy oracle, the thief. And what do we invest in that isn't us? You know, what do we see around us that is not real? What are we valuing? Is it the right thing? We have obviously the image of the feather. And in Egyptian mythology, you have the heart, but we don't have the heart here. We have money. So it's almost like saying, where is the justice? Are things out of whack in your life? If so, as you go into approach your season, take a step back, rebalance, have a think. And I would also say, just say no to a few things at the moment to give yourself that space. Even though it's not a Saggy card, I've got that arrow there as the bow, there, to go with the arrow. So it does feel very linked to you guys. Which arrow do you want to fire? Do you want peace? Do you want money? Sometimes they can be combined. I never want to demonize money, but you know what I mean? There's a sense of what we want to... You could be at a point now where you have the choice about where you want to set your intention over the coming weeks. So yeah, it could be... Yeah, an interesting time for you to decide what feels right, Sagittarius, and step away from the draining energy. It really is time for that at the moment, I think. So just checking your comments. Inkyfish says, Laura, blessings as we ride out Samhain, entering the joy and potential of the Yule season. Absolutely. Always a joy to start the week with you, Fireheart. Oh, thank you very much. And thank you for being here as well. Dice, I'm curious now how you would do it differently with the fairy cards. But by all means, thinking of, no, I would just set it up differently. It's not different as in I'd do the same thing, but I would make... It's how I'd approach it, really. I think the tarot and me were just like this. We just get it done. The fairies is almost like setting a different space. That's all. I think I would just set a different space, different energy, and a different approach. That was all. That was what I was thinking. And Miriam loves the Fae energy. Yes, it would be nice to do a Fae for everybody. I definitely feel that. I would just put me in a different mindset, I think. That's all. That's all what I really mean. So moving forward to our lovely Capricorns. Team Cappy. Hey, Cobby, you coming up? You gotta come up, Cobbs. People want to see you. Yeah, there you are. Well, your ears, anyway. The ears of Lord Cobweb. Let's see your ears. So, Capricorn. Let's have a look, Cobb, shall we? With Capricorn, what a lovely card. You've got the 6 of bows, abundance, the 6 of wands traditionally. And this is such... Come on, Cobby, see more of you. There he is. Mwah. Say hello to everybody. Hello. I am the king. Where's my dinner? Is my hair bothering you? Sorry, boo. Right. There we go. Okay. So, such a lovely card for Capricorn. It's a real rich card. I think there's a real sense of abundance and joy and success. But what I really am being drawn with, look at the one side of the wheel is full of abundance and one is bare. So it's just about being aware, like with the 6 of wands, it's a bit of a double-sided coin, that there's always the other side of things to look at. If you remember the sort of traditional tarot, you've got all the supporters on one side, but then the people that may be on your side as well. So there's plenty to go around, and it's having the faith that, you know, but to act wisely with that, to act, not to feel that you're yeah, it's act wisely. I know you Capricorns do anyway. It's act wisely with what you have, but there is abundance. There is a big harvest for you at this time, and you are getting the rewards for the work that you've done. So that feels really, really nice as well. Absolute abundance and magic. Just don't necessarily think it's going to, things always change. So it's being wise about how you treat the people around you and the situations around you as well. But as a whole, it's a card of victory and success and gathering all the good things around you. It's really funny. These fairy cards are really like just going, let us out. We want to play now. Because I'll have to do something at some point, won't I? Okay, and on with, I would do it now, but those will be here until we're here for hours. So let's keep moving. We've got Aquarius, our lovely Aqua. So do check out your full chart if you know it, sun, moon, and rising, and you can get a full 3 sort of triad of cards, really. Okay, what's coming up for Aquarius this week? The 5 of Arrows. So the 5 of Swords traditionally is a bit of a bummer, really, isn't it? It's not so much in this. It's frustrating more than the 5 of Swords is just unpleasant traditionally. So you've got this goat, this fabulous goat. He's not going to get caught. He's not going to get caught by this guy. He's trying his best. He's not going to catch the goat, or is he? I don't think so. So there could just be a changing of tack needed this week, Aquarius. That sort of saying, we keep doing the same thing and it's not working, then it's kind of madness. So yeah, it does feel that there could be a change. Go back to the drawing board, reapproach the situation, and because the arrows can be words as well, just because things maybe haven't worked as you would like, no need to fire them at everybody willy-nilly. Really try and refocus your energy a little bit. And I'll pull another card because I want it more for that. Yeah, 5 again. So it was all 5, which means creative chaos, change. The structure of 4 is being transmuted by the energy of 5, and this is empowerment. You see, we've got the cannabis, kind of a bit like the cannabis giant there with what was it? I learned the word last night. Anyway, I'm doing an essay about Frey and his big erections, fertility, and I had a great word for it and I can't remember it. It was Latin. It's gone from my brain. But anyway, so it's a fertility energy. It's empowering. It's the life force coming back. And so empowerment, power, passion is yours if you I think act more than think. So the 5 of Swords is thinking how am I going to do this? The 5 of bows is wands, is taking some practical and positive action forwards, and then you start to maybe take a step back, reconsider, take a new step forward. You do seem to do well. I think you can empower yourself and move forward a lot better this week. So don't worry if it hasn't worked out. Just don't keep doing the same old thing, because you just get more and more frustrated. Okay, a fairy special would be wonderful. Yes, I think it'd be nice. I almost visualize a fairy special having toadstools and just a really nice kind of atmosphere. So anyway, right, Pisces, let's have a look for our lovely Pisces. Okay, 7 of so nice. Well, it goes so nice. It might not start off so nice, but it goes so nice. 7 of Arrows is 7 of Swords, and she's this beautiful green woman, this dryad, and she's kind of been stuck and entangled by the briars, entangled by everything here. And 7 of Swords is often I often think about it as our own thoughts going against ourselves, our own mind going against itself. And and in this deck it's called insecurity, so that's even more pushing that one. How to work with that energy is going into the heart. So with this, the insecurity, how to face that rather than being swallowed by it, how to get out of it before you get stuck in that cycle, is to go into the heart, go into nature, go into feeling, go into love. Insecurity cannot last very long when you're surrounded by beauty, when you're surrounded by nature and love. If you're going truly into your heart, then your mind sees that you're perfect. You're meant to be here. You're exactly meant to be who you are. When we separate ourselves and go off path, then we start worrying that we're not right, we're not good enough, we can't do this. So return to the heart, return to the places and the animals and the land that remind you, the stories and the tales that make you feel connected. Work on the heart this week, not the head, Pisces. The more you feel, the more you connect with this heart energy, the more beautiful life will seem, and you'll be able to move forward. I do think things are changing for you, Pisces. So I think you'll have a new project or a new idea or a new plan by the end of the week, which will really excite you. But just don't allow those insecurities to keep you stuck in a dead and old past, which doesn't serve you. You're too bright for that. You've got too much to offer. Go with your heart, go with the love, and you'll move forward in a really beautiful way. So hi there, everybody. Let's have a look and see who's here now. Copy Cuddles. Yes, no worry about being late. I'm always late, Margie, as well. And leave it in the pub if anyone wants a pint. So let's have a look and see. Next, we have our Aries team. So let's have a look at Team Aries. Oh, yes, please. The Shaman. One of my favorite magician cards ever. So you've got the shaman there, and this is the magician card traditionally. Obviously, there is a sense of using all of the nature's power and passion to do the work. It's time to do the work, Aries. Let's not mess around. Don't dish your own power, don't dish your energy. Get involved. Connect with your own magic, connect with your passion, your power. Do the rituals, do the meditation, do the tools, do the work. You will invoke and you will awake so much this week. You can do. This is so powerful. Just bring in your guides. You're not on your own. A shaman doesn't work on their own. They have their allies with the animals, with the spirits, with the stones. So really do connect with the beings, or forge connections with beings if you haven't done that already, with the plants, with everything that you feel really drawn to. This is your time to do that and make it happen, make it work. Communicate with the gods, communicate with the world around you. You have got this. Loads of really strong energy. So create, communicate, let everyone know what you're doing. There isn't a time to hide in the back burner. Get on with it. We're having a pub argument on there as well. And and let's have a look now for Taurus. Team Taurus. Let's have a look for our lovely Taurian friends and see. Okay, very Taurus, very good. The Ace of Stones, which is the Ace of Pentacles, the foundation of life. This is strong. This is your time to ground your dreams into reality. So the Ace, this is the beginning of something big for you guys. It could be the beginning of a new path, a new job. It could be an investment. It could be a strong offer. It could be money. Literally, it could be a home. But it is big, it is strong, and it is opening pathways for you. What is happening now is opening up doors for the future and connecting you with the past with big support from the ancestors. So huge energy. You have got this. This for Taurians this week, I would say something big and secure and strong is happening for you. This anchoring you in your truth, in your power, and allowing you to move forwards. I like that. Yes. Oh yes, absolutely, Lucian as well. Yes, indeed. And Debbie, Taurus Moon. Oh yeah, nice. Absolutely strong, powerful. This is grounded and happening and manifesting. Right, moving on to our lovely Geminis, Team Gem. Oh yes, good to hear that for exam tomorrow. Yeah, grounded. There's something about really strong energy and a good week to embark on something as well for Taurians. Okay, Gemini. Let's have a look. Okay, so Page of Arrows is the Page of Swords. The wren is, as we know, the littlest, the smallest, the cutest of the birds, with a beautiful song. It's really tiny little bubba with the most beautiful and loud song. There is the tale, isn't there, of the wren catching a lift on the eagle's back, so it became the fastest bird to fly. It won the competition. So it's actually cleverness and resourcefulness as well. So yeah, there's strong resourceful energy with this tiniest of birds. But also, again, we have the theme of the most beautiful voice and the most beautiful connections. So this isn't a quiet week. This is a lovely energy time to, you work it out. The wren always withstands the storm. The wren always knows what to do, where to go. Things are going wrong in the world around, doesn't let him get him down. There's a resourcefulness, a cleverness, a brightness, and the inquisitiveness of the wren, which, you know, they know how to get through any storm. So it doesn't always have to be kind of the big impressive animals, as it were, that have the real power. The wren has amazing power, and it proved it by winning the race to be the fastest bird in the sky by jumping on the eagle's back. So what can you do this week? How can you use your wits, your cleverness, your resources, your voice, your personal power to express yourself and, yeah, to move forward? There's a real nimble energy here. They're hopping around, don't they? They're really quick. So quick moving this week. You can get yourself out of any sticky situation into a good place. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. The druid bird. Yes, the wren is a druid bird as well. Absolutely. Very sacred. So it's not always the big, you know, powerful animals that have the most, energy. So David says, you felt very stormy anger today because of stuff. So this is good. Yeah, just there's a weaving around with, there's a smartness and a wisdom to the wren for sure. And you can look it up. There's some really good sort of, yeah, like Lucian was saying, the druid bird, and there's some lovely energy with that to look up as well. Hello everybody. Hi Eugene. No, your English is great. Okay, moving on towards the Cancerians. Lovely Team Cancer. Let's have a look for you guys. Team Cancer. Cool. The seer. So we had the shaman, I now have the priestess or the seer. And I think one of my favorite depictions of the priestess, really, just she's awesome. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. She's awesome. So the priestess has that very passive, which is fine and good, energy, but there is something more active in this passiveness, this depiction, because she is really allowing and listening, but she feels very active and involved. It feels like she's about to act any moment now, but she's listening for that divine voice. So there is this sense of really deeply tuning in, and before making decisions, you know, you've got this wisdom of the seer. You may get more, you will get more sense this week from this than from logic, from just trusting your deep knowing, from listening to your messages, to the guides that come through. It feels it brings great wisdom. So I just love that energy. If you can, emulate this week, all is well. So you've got a bit like a more of a Galadriel by her sort of bowl of water, which you could sear into, gaze into, and get the future told. You can do the same. You can maybe practice some seership this week. You can do that with a crystal ball, literally, or a mirror or water. You can try that reflective energy, but by tuning into the land, into the animals, into the trees, allowing the messages to come through, you may well get some super wonderful wisdom, Cancerian. So trust that vibe. And Cancerians generally have got that water connection, that deep knowing as well. So really listen to it. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, your dark moon Lilith is Gemini. Yep, absolutely. That's said correctly. Absolutely. So it's always good to know what the asteroids are as well, how they're affecting you. Right. Leo. Let's have a look. Team Leo. Okay. So nice, guys. Look at this. So we've got quite a lot of major arcana coming up as well, with the shaman, the priestess, the seer, and the fool or the wanderer, which I think is a really nice way of saying it. So the fool is the beginning, the wanderer is the first step on the journey, the new way forwards, leaping into the unknown, taking that step from the present into the unknown future with hope in your heart, with truth. It's just beautiful. It's like I'm following a little rainbow bridge and going down to connect with the land of humans. So what does this mean for you guys this week? New start, new energy, bright opportunities. Take that leap of faith. You can do all the research, but actually when you trust your heart, when you know what's right for you, you feel that joy. You just feel that excitement and that step of going forward. So yeah, I feel beautiful, bright energy going through here for you. This is going to be an exciting week. If you've been feeling flat, feeling stuck, this is the week where things start to shift, start to change, when you can take that leap of faith. So new beginnings, new opportunities, doors open, that new spiritual, psychic, emotional adventure is about to start. Take that leap of faith and don't let the doubts get you down. And thank you. Yes, your Lilith is in Gemini, and it's a Cancer Sun too. Cool. And yeah, like the Cancer. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's quite okay. Right, let's have a look now at our lovely Virgos. Team Virgo, how are we doing, Team Virgo? Interesting. Traditionally, Five of Cups, bit poo. Five of Cups in this deck, amazing. I love the world, but it has changed things around a little bit. So some are changed around, some are not as some of the meanings aren't traditional, and the Five of Cups is one of them, which I think is good because the five gets a bad rap, and actually there's some beauty in this. It's actually called ecstasy. In the Thoth deck, it's called disappointment. So we have a real turnaround there. And five, I think particularly the world would enjoy the five because it does make the pentagram, which is a balanced symbol of all the elements and of spirit. So it's a good combo. It's also the symbol of humankind. The pentagram is a symbol of the human's experience of spirit and body. So dancing that is bringing ecstasy. She's got her staff, she's got her rattle. So how can we body it this week, Virgo? It is being in your bliss, in your joy, through dance, through ritual, through magic, through laughter, through adventures. This is a week to raise your spirits by lifting your energy. And dancing is a really good way of doing it. Connecting with your own magic, your own power, however you do that, will create. I think you're changing a lot this week, Virgo. I think you're creating a lot and you're shifting your energy so that you can magic in something new and beautiful. Again, I put the card, Three of Cups, joy. So powerful week for Virgos, for feeling rebalanced, feeling in the right place to create some magic and bring some love, abundance, and joy. So woohoo! I love that energy. So take that challenge, Virgos. Dance up the energy, create the fire, create the magic. Get the feelings, the emotions all bubbling up, and there'll be some good and beautiful results. So Diane says, oh man, this Wanderer card sounds like what I'm stepping into recently. It's good though. I know it's scary, but it's good. Oh, it will be good. And I've just been talking about that Suelo rune, the cards we used earlier. That feeling of brightness, that just trusting that light that you feel or invoking that energy is really good for everybody this week, but especially if you're starting something new. Alrighty, let's come on to our lovely Librans. Hi, Librans. Let's see what your energy is for this week. Okay, King of Wands. Interesting, the adder. So the fire, the King of Bows, the King of Wands is the adder here as well. And I feel for you guys this week, it's quite full on, isn't it? I think that it's like a mating thing, isn't it, with these adders that they're kind of fighting for. Sorry, I'm not being prudish. I'm just choking on my coffee. They're kind of fighting for the right, for the passion. So it could be a bit of a jostle this week, but you will be in charge. You will command. You will transform things. The snake represents transformation and healing, and this card is of fire and passion. So yeah, Librans, you are going to have to step up a bit this week if you want to win. This is the animal who's the king of fire in this deck, and I guess you often see the adders. There's quite a lot around here that are heating up in the sun, and they sunbathe to get all the energy, to get the warmth. And it's definitely about warmth and passion and transformation. But again, we've had that hustle and bustle vibe this week, haven't we? We've got it with the Two of Stones. It's not an easy success this week, I think, in some ways. It's really asking us to transform. I put another card for you guys as well, and we have the Seer again. So work with your intuition for transformation. Work with your intuition to empower your moves forward this week. There is transformation. You may need to fight for it, but you can get it. Okay. So moving forward to our Scorpio, Team Scorpio. How are you doing this week, our lovely Scorpios? Let's see what your card is for the week. I shuffled. It didn't matter that I shuffled because we got the same. So Cancer and Scorpio have the same. You have the seer. As we go into Sagittarius season, you're going to be of a reset, I think, Scorpio. You've just come through your birthday season, and there's a real sense of resetting and realigning with your own magic, with your own power. It's really trusting that feminine part of you, whether you're male or female, or whoever you identify with. There's still that part of you that is that powerful, receptive energy that can just know and just feel their way. And this week, particularly with Scorpios, you guys are excellent at this. This is a time to tune into your own power. You can amp up everything you do this week, Scorpio, by tuning into this. I feel like if we get stressed and we're busy, we kind of forget our spiritual side, and we just we go, no, I've got to get on. But actually, by tuning into this, you clear the way a bit. And I pulled this card as well. You clear the way, and you allow the power that's meant to come through. So maybe get out of your own way this week, Scorpio, and allow this power to come through. I've got the wheel there, which is a turning wheel of the year, putting new threads onto your pattern of where you want to move forward. So you're making some big changes this week, Scorpio, I think. So yeah, New Heathen, you got the both of them. So yeah, connecting, feeling, getting those messages coming through. It's beautiful energy for you guys. All right, okay, that is that. I forgot we got all the way back round. So Scorpio Moon, turn the volume up to 11. Absolutely, yes. Listen, they love the fact that we had the seer for Scorpio, followed by the wheel. So listen to those deep messages, so you know what changes you deeply want to make. So you know which path you want to take, which is true to you. And I feel that's such a big message from all of the cards this week is listen to you. Don't get swept away by outside or your own internal argument. Deeply listen to your soul. And there's something about communicating that this week. You know, with the fairy cards as well, we got throat chakra. Communicate who you are, what you want, what's important to you. Practice on the small things and then work on the bigger, more life-changing kind of communications later. All right, thank you. Do you want the water bowl on that card? Yes, absolutely. That's a lovely part of the seer card, the water bowl, and it's a really nice way of connecting as well, meditating and working as well psychically. So thank you so much. It's a bit of a longer ramble today. Hopefully some of you guys stuck around. I had a bit of a longer ramble at the beginning. We'll think about the fairy one as well, how to work that. Again, it's not working it, it's just how I work it really. And have a great week, guys. We've got as we go towards December, I hope you have keep warm, keep safe, have a great time. Mwah, 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 mwah. Take care, honeys, and see you all soon.